Ladies and gentlemen, this next podcast will be scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, hailing from Brooklyn, New York, Nicholas Jason Lopez, and on the other side of the ring, his website, ProWrestlingOpinion.com, your home for pro wrestling news, reviews, and so much more. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the latest installment of Intermission. I am your host, Nicholas Jason Lopez, proud owner of ProWrestlingOpinion.com, your go-to source for pro wrestling news, reviews, everything from the indies to the mainstream, and more. Obviously, unless you've been under a rock, this has been one of the more eventful weeks of wrestling. The week after the Royal Rumble, so we got a lot going on between Raw and SmackDown, obviously. Seth Rollins took about 18 F5s. Becky Lynch got in Ronda Rousey's face. Someone was going to be threatened to get killed, and Daniel Bryan now has a championship that you could smoke weed with, or something of that extent. I'm not really too sure. But there's a lot going on, so I'll break it down a little bit, depending on what I see. And again, the magic of this show is that it is unpredictable, because I never know what I'm going to be talking about, because I base it off of what I see on Facebook. And if anything's an indicator of what people are talking about, I'm already seeing it already. I'm seeing one, Daniel Bryan's quote-unquote eco-friendly world championship. Now I give Daniel Bryan a lot of credit. I don't know if he personally sought out to try to get this belt done, but it fits his character in every sense of his character's motivations. Basically, just being the Whole Foods Hank of this generation. Trader Joe Travis. Trying to think of some other witty names, but nothing's really coming of sort. But yeah, I mean, this is only the next step of where this could only go, and I guess it can only get better. Eventually, I'm imagining he's going to come out with wrestling tights that are hemp inspired or eco-friendly. Eco-friendly wrestling boots. I remember Brie at one point was wearing fur on her knee pads, so that may be something to bring up if that ever comes up in the future. But again, I mean, this is something I had never thought I'd see. This is only something that people would dream about, and thanks to Daniel Bryan, again, I don't know if he actually sought out and got the money for this, but this is the perfect accessory for a eco-friendly gimmick. The only thing I'm sad about is that CJ Parker didn't quite get to enjoy the benefits of this kind of character, as he was doing this kind of thing on NXT maybe about 3-4 years ago. But I guess he has some solace in that his very energetic cousin is enjoying success in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And again, seeing a lot of posts about the hemp 100% organic. I mean, that's just straight out amazing. If you haven't seen a picture of it, really look for it. I mean, from what I heard, it was about $6,000 to make, and someone was saying that they got it for about $4,000. So if it's going between $4,000 and $6,000, that's already expensive. Some more ramblings around the wrestling world is that Hideo Itami has asked for and has been granted his WWE release. I don't know if this is WWE dropping the ball. I mean, I guess they had to have dropped the ball for Itami to not feel so welcome. His first initial run in NXT was a good one, and it was, for all intents and purposes, they had the right things going. I guess just the injury came at the wrong time, and he just never quite recovered from that. I know he's been a face of 205 Live very recently. I like his heel character. Don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere close to what he was doing in NXT like in 2015, 2016. So that's about it. Someone posting about the man, quote unquote Becky Lynch, got some new earrings to match that brass ring I own. Replying to Vince McMahon, calling her unflinching, uncompromising, and unmistakably the man. So celebrating her birthday, of course. And as in very man-like fashion, she just pretty much just says whatever she wants. The only thing I would critique this the man character is that it's just Becky Lynch with a straight up attitude and a leather jacket. But I guess that's all you really need to be invincible. Just put on a stone cold facial expression and don a leather jacket. Say whatever's on the top of your head, and people will love you forever. That's the gist of what I'm getting from it, anyway. Talking about Lynch, Lynch and oh god, Ronda Rousey, yeah, the Raw champion. That's just the best way to go. There would be no other route to go. I'm really hoping that Charlotte isn't involved in the match, because that's the last thing that the WrestleMania match needs. If you look at the reaction of the fans on Monday, and the two of them were in the ring, and they were jabbing, and they were going at it verbally, I mean, you can't insert Charlotte into this. The only thing I'm thinking is that they may tease it, and WWE is very good at teasing things during WrestleMania season. But Charlotte started her promo with Lynch, kind of just sarcastically congratulating her. Not to say, she didn't come out right off the bat and do like a Big Show 2000 thing where, she was disputing a win and things of that sort. But otherwise, they probably will do, I imagine, at Elimination Chamber, they probably will do Becky Lynch against Charlotte. If Lynch wins, Charlotte's out of the running for the Mania match. If Charlotte wins, she gets in the match. This will be a good chance for Lynch to get a defining win over Charlotte, lead into Mania, beat Rousey for the title. Boom, the man is set afterwards. And, people are watching WWE solely because of Becky Lynch, so if creative is smart, that's just the best way to go about it. Carrie Silken from Ring of Honor, posting a picture with Daniel Bryan, or the former Bryan Danielson. If I must say so myself, ROH has produced some great talent, and that is just a really great picture of Daniel Bryan. Some more pictures of Becky, the man, Becky Lynch. The funny thing is, in the picture, because Becky and Charlotte had once visited my job on a Saturday. I wasn't there, but they're wearing the same exact shirts, so I know exactly what day that picture is from. That's pretty hilarious. Zelina Vega tweets, #FightingWithMyFamily at Sundance. Watching my face on that screen, I cried like a baby alongside Mi Familia, DJ Danny, Simone, and Tommy. The interesting thing is, I was so ready to give up. I remember texting at The Rock saying, I don't know what else to do. I've tried everything. I want to give up. He said, don't worry. Give me a few days. I've actually been working on something I think you'll really love. And now look, fast forward to just this weekend alone. My first ever Royal Rumble, first ever Sundance movie. And now going to bring some spice to SD Live. Thank you for believing in me more than anyone, DJ. Words can never express how much this film and everything. Besides for the really bad grammar at the end, I could tell that she's just really appreciative. I can't really comment more than that because I'm not really too knowledgeable on Zelina or the things that she does, but it sounds cool, I guess. Someone posted a picture of Heartbreak Chick Mandy Rose doing a throwback to the barbershop window. If anybody is familiar with how HBK got his HBK-ness, when he threw his former tag partner through the barbershop window, so that's where that comes about. She's wearing the same exact outfit too, so she got it down to a T. Anything else happening? And we got some more memes about the Daniel Bryan belt. I mean, I'm hoping to see some stuff, but I don't think any posts are going to come out. Something that's really irking me lately about WWE is their tendency to switch between faces and heels and really just without any explanation, just revert one character from heel to face just like that. We've seen a couple of examples of it just this very week with Elias, who was a face like 2 weeks ago. Now that he attacks Jeff Jarrett, now he's a heel. And now Rusev, who lost his title first off, and now he's teaming with the guy who beat him for the title. I mean, I really don't get it, but it just would be nice to get some. It would be nice to get some explanations about these kind of things, because it's really too sudden. And you know, in WWE, they like to think we don't. You know, if Vince forgets, we all forget, but nobody forgets. I mean, you have a network with about in 30 days of content, practically, if you watch it from front to back. And other than that, you know, there's not much else off to go. WCW Nation posting a great evolution of Sting figure set from Toy Biz 98, which is basically from blonde highlight Sting to the Crow. I will say something about Sting that is very on point, is that he has been one of the more evolving wrestlers on the WCW platform. And, you know, seeing the evolution of his character was really a treat in the 90s. Other than that, if she acts like this at a wrestling match, she's a keeper. Picture of a woman, looks like she's saying woo while leaning on the back of a chair. Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever. Why not? Oh, that is a hilarious picture. Someone referenced the end of the Avengers movie with Sami Zayn and Hideo Itami and Neville. Basically an old picture of the NXT veterans with only Balor and Owens remaining. Everybody else kind of just crumbling away. Sami Zayn's still kind of there, so, I mean, it was photoshopped enough to where it's not affected, but you know, that actually says a lot. So AEW is kind of stealing everyone. Well, I don't know about Hideo Itami, but I would imagine Kento would be a big grab for AEW. Also, going around the circuit, Dean Ambrose, as we all know, it was revealed that he won't be signing his contract extension, so he's gone after April. I don't know what the extent of his WrestleMania use is going to be, but I'm sure there's going to be some good stuff from that. I'm sure I'll put some people over. Other than that, I don't know if WWE announced it to kind of just kind of squander whatever publicity AEW could possibly string out of this, but I guess if WWE makes it known, then it really, really is known. That's all I have to say about that. It's been like I said, it's been a pretty eventful week, so a lot happening. Trying to think of some other stuff going on that might be worth talking about, but not really seeing anything else that's popping up. Someone posted a meme of Lisa Simpson standing in front of a PowerPoint presentation. Until there is a match card, AEW is just a t-shirt company. That is pretty funny. But then again, they're signing all these people, so a match card will probably come out. I'm sure the Young Bucks really look at social media and they decide things, and you know, someone has seen that meme and now they're trying to do something else. Another post about Hideo Itami being granted his WWE release. Again, this could be a big blow for WWE, especially if he really blows up in elsewhere as Kenta, which he has the potential to do. And thank you for joining me.